学生们，大家好. Today we are going to study the next radical 口 mouth. And let's look at its only one form. It looks like square, really tiny small square. We use it as a separate word, 口. And let's learn how to write it. Now guys, let's look how to draw radical mouth. We start from vertical, then horizontal break. It's very important to draw it as a one stroke, and then we close with horizontal. And very important, guys, to draw it small, because if we have another radical, which means borders, and you see it's bigger than mouth, and it's a Chinese character which means return, 回. As you see, mouth is always inside something or outside, and borders have something inside. For example, in this case it's mouth. So just remember that mouth has nothing inside. In the past we see that it looked like mouth, and later we see that it a little bit changed and became like square. And of course you ask how round mouth became square. When Chinese invented paper but still didn't have books, they had scrolls of long paper, and on these scrolls they wrote Chinese characters from top to bottom. And because of these, they needed to economize place, and that's how most characters they changed. Circles they became squares, because when you write Chinese characters in one line, it looks like better and uses less space. And paper was really expensive and rare. And let's look at examples when this radical is part of the character. Example number 1. It's a word ask, when. And we see mouth in the middle, and when we ask we use mouth, obviously. And of course there is another question why in the word ask we have doors, because when we ask, when we knock and ask may I come in? You can have this association, or another one, more symbolic, when we ask questions, it helps us to open doors to new knowledge. And example number 2, it's tell, 告. And why we have mouth here? Because when we tell, we use mouth. Example number 3, it's a word blow, 吹, and when we blow, we use mouth. And let's look at examples when we use it as a separate word. And the first example when we use it as a separate word is English word population, 人口. And of course, why? Because population, they have mouths, which we need to feed and count. And the next example is the word residence permit, 户口. 户 means household and 口 mouth. And the last example is the word lipstick, 红口. 红 means red, 口 mouth. You can easily guess that in the past they used only red lipsticks. And obviously we use lipsticks only for our mouth. Guys, we are happy that we have more and more subscribers on our channel, and it means that more people will be able to develop their brains, because when we study Chinese, you develop very unusual way of thinking, because Chinese is a very symbolic language and your mind becomes full of symbols. So subscribe, push this bell button, and you'll be informed about our next lesson, and it's going to be radical 3. 谢谢，再见。